Oh, look at her. She's so cute. Oh. She's gonna murder my face off, isn't she?
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Nendoroid Kill la Kill RYUKO MATOI. So here we are, and there she is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right here you have Ryuko-chan. She is number 407 in the series. Right here you have Ryuko's name on the window, on the side of the box, RYUKO MATOI, Matoi Ryuko, Matoi Ryuko, Matoi Ryuko, Matoi Ryuko, Matoi Ryuko. Hey, look, Matoi Ryuko, Matoi Ryuko. On the back of the box, we have obligatory product shots of Matoi Ryuko, Matoi Ryuko, Matoi Ryuko. And no sad Pac-Man, which is really weird because there are tons of small parts in this, so I don't know why there's no sad Pac-Man. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. And that's basically it for that. So, moving right along, here we have little RYUKO MATOI from Kill la Kill. This toy is just, it's adorable, and it's honestly a lot of fun. It's a really fun little figure. Very, very cool. Now, as you can see, this is a very, very tiny figure right here, and just to get, accurate about it. This does measure at slightly over 3.5 inches tall, right around there, so definitely a small figure. And for another comparison, here it is with, what do I have laying around here? I don't know, how about that? Here it is with a deluxe class Transformer, so you can see how that looks, just for a scale. I just had this thing lying around, I don't know. Who needs that? Who needs it? But anyway, Ryuko! Let's talk about an awesome toy. RYUKO MATOI! So yeah, very, very cool. Getting close here so we can see all the details. Well, here's Ryuko-chan's little face right there. The paintwork on it is just very, very nicely done. Very cool. Very anime. Looks great. Nice little smirk on her face. I love the red streak in her hair. Is done in a transparent plastic that looks really, really cool and just really pops. The paintwork on the hair itself is really, really cool. It does have a nice airbrushing effect and really makes it pop and just gives it a lots of nice highlights, and looks really cool in the light. But yeah, take a look at Senketsu, who is in the sailor uniform configuration here. And yeah, you can see Senketsu right there, nicely painted. A little red tassel right there. You can see the straps on the skirt right there, picked out in silver. You get the little red stripes here. On this side you got the glove, done in red, a little bit of black. Even the silver on the knuckles is painted. Little tiny, tiny little sneakers right there. And yeah, overall just very, very cool, very well done. You get the red striping right here on the back. But yeah, very, very cool, very well done. Really like it. It's such a neat little figure. Now, articulation wise, the head is on it's kind of like a Revoltech style joint, just to show you, because I have one sitting right here. They give you a replacement. It's basically just a hinge joint. It's not clicky like a Revoltech joint, but it's just a single hinge here. I can pivot at this axis, and again, depending on how you work with the hinge, you can have it moving in any way you want. And of course, the funniest part is that there is a little smiley face molded on it. It's a happy peg. It's a happy peg. But the head can move up and down. Obviously, it can rotate, do a full 360. And again, depending on how you work with the joint, you can get it tilting from side to side if you wish. The arms are just on a simple hinge. It can do a full 360, but obviously since her head is so huge, it can't go all the way, but it can get up high enough. You do get a swivel right here at the forearm. The waist is on a nice, I believe it's a ball joint, so you get a nice range of movement there. The whole skirt is a separate piece. Actually, her skirt and her stomach seems like it's a separate piece, because when I move her skirt around, her stomach moves with it. So apparently all that's one piece. Legs Can move forward and back, but only slightly. Again, if you work with those joints, you can get them moving outward. Totally up to you. And very limited articulation, but even despite that, you can still do a lot with this figure. Now, obviously, since her feet are so tiny and her head is so big, she cannot stand on her own. It's not going to happen. She'll roll over her own head. She just cannot stand without gluing her feet down. That's the only way she will stand on her own. She needs the base to be able to stand. So here is the base. You do get several mounting points for the arm here. And you just take it, plug it in. There are 3 separate joints. You got a joint here, joint here, joint here. And all the joints are nice and tight, so you can do some, flying kick poses if you want. Some flying action poses. It will support the weight, so that's very nicely done. And it just plugs into a port right there in the middle of her back. Right there. So, yeah, these figures need the stand, otherwise they will not stand on their own. So just plug her back on there, and there you go. So let's just get right down to accessories here. Now, first accessory we'll show off is the guitar case. This is a guitar case that she keeps her scissor blade in the beginning of the series. And you can see it's got the handle up there, and the molded details, and the cat hair, which is not included, but it's always available, at least in this house. Right here you have a red peg on the back. And you also get something to accompany the guitar case. You do get a little sticker sheet, and this is to sticker up the guitar case. You do get the bunnies, which were on her pajamas. You get some Goku uniform stars right there. I believe this is the Honoji Academy crest, the Revox logo, the Nudist Beach logo, JK2, I forget what these are about, but so you can, sticker up your guitar case as you please. You can even take these stickers and put them on the stand if you want. Totally up to you. Hey, your toy, your stickers, put them wherever you want. So there you have that. So you can take the guitar case and you can just plug this onto her back, right there. So there she has her guitar case, and it does have a port right here, so you can also take the stand and plug that into the guitar case. Right there, so she can still stand. So there she is with her guitar case. Very cool. So we'll just remove this. Oops. And the peg always comes off with it. That's okay. Just pop that right back on. Yep. So you have a little guitar case. You also get a scissor blade right here, which is done in a nice shiny red. Very cool. A little bit simplified, but, again, it has to be so tiny, so it's a little bit simplified, but still looks very, very nice. So she does have her scissor blade. And she does come with alternate arms, and this is where we start getting into all the display options you can use here. She does have this set of arms right here, which, as you can see, are totally missing hands. They're just stubs, and that looks really weird, and you're probably wondering, what the heck is that all about? What is there some scene on the show where she gets her hands cut off? No. What you want to do is you want to take out these arms. They just peg right on. Move these arms and plug these arms in like that. Pardon me for all the upskirt shots we're getting here. Sometimes it's easier to just take her head off, honestly. Sorry to Yoko-chan. Stay right there. Sometimes her big head just gets in the way. There we go. Makes life a little bit easier. So you plug these arms in. Now we'll plug her head back on. Get in there. There we go. And basically these hands are supposed to make it look like she has her hands in her pocket. So that's what that's doing. It's not totally successful because when you look at it straightforward, you can see there's a bit of a gap there. They're not flush with the skirt. And no matter how you angle it, it's never quite totally flush with the skirt. It works from an angle. If you have her standing at an angle, the illusion works, but if you look at it straight on, you can just see those gaps there. So not totally successful, but again, it's an option. You can work with it. So we will remove these arms right here. We'll leave her armless for a second because we got some more arms to show off. You have this arm right here, which is basically an arm that will go... Again, I have to rip her head off. Sorry, Ryuko-chan. Again, it makes life a little bit easier to just take the head off. So you have this arm right here, which is coming across her chest. Now, all the hands are interchangeable. All these bits right here, the hands do come off. It's all interchangeable. Even the hands here with the stumps, these can remove also. So you can totally mix and match all of these parts. So basically, you would take this hand, if you wish, whoops, and plug this on like that. Like that. And then you get this arm right here, which is bent upwards, right there. And then you would take the gloved hand here, remove that, and plug this on here, like that. And now we'll plug her head back on. I'm sure she's missing her body right now. There we go. And right there, you basically got her in her henshin pose when she's about to pull the pin and synchronize her life fibers. So, there you have that right there. Whoops! And that hand just shot across the table. Whoa! Very small parts. You don't want to lose these, so do be careful. You do also have a weapon holding hand right here for holding her scissor blade. You can also use this one. I think this one probably works better for the henshin pose, because it does look like, it looks more like she's kind of grasping there. So that kind of works a bit better. So you have that right there. And what else? She does come with a left weapon holding hand. Again, same detail, just open palm so she can hold the scissor blade. So you have that also. You do get a bent leg right here with a smiley face on it. But you do get a bent leg. So again, you can just rip her leg off, plug this one on. There you go. So you can use that to facilitate some kind of flying action poses and whatnot. So let's get her in a pose here. I have to rip her head off again. I'm so sorry. Sorry. But let's get the, what do we want? I'll put the straight arm back on. We'll put the sword holding hand in right here. We'll take this leg off. Put the straight leg back on. Put the scissor blade in her hand right there. That's, and yeah, we'll leave it like that. Plug her head back on right there. Plug her back onto the stand, and there we go. So where we have that, she also does come with alternate faces. She does come with a slightly annoyed face right there. You can see she's getting there. She is, her blood pressure's going up. She's getting angry. And to swap the faces, you just want to take her scalp here and just pull it off here at the seam line. So you just remove the front of her hair right there, and then you just remove her face. Ah! That's disturbing. That's just disturbing. And then just plug the new face on. Plug her hair back on. And there you go. Plug her back onto the stand. And there you go. So now she looks like she's getting annoyed at somebody. She's gonna hurt somebody. She's like, you know what? Don't even go there. Don't even go there. Don't mess with me. You're bugging me. You're starting to bug me. That's what she's saying right there. But you also get straight up angry Ryuko face. Same amount of detail there in the eyes. I love the eyes. Looks so good. And the open screaming mouth. Yeah, we'll swap that out so you can see what it looks like on her. Yes! That'll give you nightmares, man. That'll give you nightmares. Let's plug that on, and there you go. Now she is just sitting there yelling at somebody, probably Satsuki. Would totally make sense. So, there you have that. And you also get an alternate piece for Senketsu. Now, as you can see, Senketsu here, the eye is just, in the standard, just a standard eye for Senketsu right there. But this is, as you can see, a more wide open eye, when he's more surprised, more shocked or something. So you just rip her head off, right there, and you just pull this piece off. And that just pegs on with 2 pegs. So you just pull that off, take the new piece, just plug that on, right there. And now Senketsu looks a little bit more surprised. Like, RYUKO! RYUKO! So there you go. You have a more wide-eyed Senketsu right there. So, yeah, pretty cool figure. Pretty neat. Like I said, all of these parts you can mix and match. Like I said, these little stumps you can remove and put weapon holding hands in them. You can do a lot with this figure and get her in a lot of poses. I mean, this is not like a fully articulated superposable figure, but just due to all the options you have and how much you can swap parts around, you can actually get her in a lot of poses, and that's really cool. It just gives you a ton of display options, and I really, really like that. So definitely a very, very neat figure. These are not hard. I mean, these are not hard. They are hard to come by. These are not easy to come by, is what I was trying to say. These are not easy to come by anymore, and if you do come across them, they're not cheap. I will admit I paid more for this than I really should have, and I also got the Satsuki, and for both of them, I definitely paid more than I should have, but I thought they were just so adorable, and I just really wanted them, so I bit the bullet and I pulled the trigger, and I really, really enjoy these figures. And I will be reviewing Satsuki at some point, maybe this week, who knows. But, yeah, very, very cool. There is a Mako out there also. I think she's even harder to find than Ryuko and Satsuki. I don't know if I like Mako enough to get her Nendoroid, because even though she was pretty annoying in the beginning of the series, she did grow on me as the series went on, and I sort of love her. Hallelujah, that always cracked me up. But I don't know if I liked her enough to pick up her Nendoroid, and hers is going for, again, more than I really want to pay. But there is a version of Mako out there. I've seen it on Mandarake, and it taunts me. There is a version of Mako with her in her Goku uniform. That's tempting me. It's really, really tempting me, because regular Mako, but Mako in her Goku uniform, that's really, it's tempting me, and it still costs more than I really want to pay, but it's tempting me so much. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I might just pull the trigger and buy it. Trigger, get it? Unintentional puns, because Trigger, it's the studio that produced the show. But anyway, bad puns aside. Bad unintentional puns aside, anyway. Still a really cool figure. If this appeals to you in any way whatsoever, you can try hunting it down. Try not to pay too much for it, Depends on how much you really, 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 really want it, but, don't pay too much for this thing. But still, really, really cool. Like I said, it's worth hunting down if you really, really want it, but just don't go overboard with how much you pay for it. But I do like it. I enjoyed the show. And as always, I will post a link to the site I watched the series on in the description down below. It is the original Japanese version, subtitled. I know a lot of people don't like watching subtitles. They prefer dubbed. There is a dubbed version out there. Whatever. However you watch the show, I don't care. Watch the show, because the show is awesome. I will say that every time I review these toys. The show was awesome. Watch it. Subbed, dubbed, I don't care. Either way, watch it, because I thought the show was awesome. The only thing I will say is that the Japanese version that is in the playlist that I will link to, that has the bonus episode that I doubt will probably get dubbed, so I don't know, but you might end up having to watch at least one episode subtitled. But still, the show is definitely worth watching. I loved it. And again, just an adorable figure. I really, really like it. Lots of fun. So there you have that. And you can also check out other Kill la Kill merchandise at BigBadToyStore.com. There will be a link in the description down below, so do check that out. And you can also check out my Kill la Kill playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description. I almost went the whole review without my tongue doing that. Man. You can check out my Kill la Kill playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. That's what I was trying to say until I went blah, 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 blah. That's pretty much it, so don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Nendoroid Kill la Kill RYUKO MATOI, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. I am a member of Optimus Prime's Elite Four. If you think a little pipsqueak like you can take me down, well then go ahead on. What the? It's tougher than she looks.